Welcome to Albion TV's live coverage of the 20v20 Crystal League. Today we will be bringing you Level 5 Crystal League action featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is January 9th, 2021. And I am your host, the Shozen one, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the back end. We're going to be bringing you, hopefully, one live 5v5 event, which we will let you guys vote for in just a moment, followed by a couple of recordings. And of course, we'll watch as many matches as we can after the first one ends. Bogul, we've been doing this now for a couple weeks. How do you feel about these 20v20s?
Pretty action-packed. If they're anything as good as the few we have seen last week, I'm having high hopes, but do we know how many people are signed up yet? I mean, it's a little early, 9 minutes early.
It's a little early yet. Generally, I start the vote at about 5 minutes as we get closer and more groups do queue up. Right now, I don't see anybody queued.
Oh, the GVGers at it again, being last minute for the level 5?
Well, there's my heart and palpitations right there, Bogul. I just hit the refresh button and nobody was there. I do expect a couple of teams to be signed up by now. This is the level 5s for the 20v20 Crystal League. This is the highest level we have had so far in the Crystal League. We haven't had any yet. This is supposed to be the best of the best fights. I'm hoping to get 3 or 4 of these today. I don't know. This is the first time we've done these, period.
They are fighting against a mixed team here.
Alrighty, hopping on in. Here we go.
Against King Mojo.
And do you have that G-list match already?
G-list is going
against. Okay, is that the same match we're watching by any chance?
No,
Okay.
I don't think
All
so.
right, you have it recorded because we only have 2 matches today. So we're gonna watch this first one. We'll record the second one in its entirety and then play that one as well for you.
Alrighty, and it looks like it's a massive Avalonian Hammer right off the rip. Already a defensive locust being burned here for the One Punch Man team. The boys are pushing back the red team up onto the northwest side already. Healer in the back nearly goes down. Nice permafrost onto the front line. Avalonian Hammer engagement. It's going to be a double Avalonian Hammer engagement. This is going to be where it gets chaotic. Both sides taking L's at the moment. Big camland, though, reflected back onto One Punch Man's team. It looks like One Punch Man and the boys able to stabilize and keep the pressure on the red team, forcing them right back into that northwest choke where we see the chaos ensue. When you get pinned down on this northwest choke, it's not great. So it's going to be an interesting one. See if this red team decides to hold or rotate. At the moment, Theseus kind of doesn't know what he wants to do, as it looks like it's going to be a full mount up and it's going to be a full rotation to the southeast side here. Whoever gets our first being able to hold down the chokes. It's going to be a 4-cap lead for the second here. We only got 35 minutes or 35 seconds remaining, shall I say, until the next point rotation.
Like, wait, what's going on? How many minutes? This is a long match. We've only got 35 minutes until the next rotation. We're going to be killing guys for a little while as we set this up. Actually, that was a really good push, but the clump and the catch afterwards was an entire wipe. And his front line just got sent back to tent quickly without any defensives up to stop the punishment.
Yeah, that was a devastating Avalonian Hammer engagement. Perfectly timed with the DPS. The communication, it seems, for this One Punch Man team is on point. Here we go for their next engagement with the Ava Hammer. Not able to pick anyone off, but look at the pressure they're applying on the tanks in the back end. Looks like he's going to get auto-fired down. He does hit the ground. Defensive windwall getting popped by the red team. He's going to get picked off as well. No heals coming out for the front line, and One Punch Man are just making this look so easy, even though it's a level 5. 1,600 IP cap. Another Avalonian Hammer engagement comes in. Defensive Locust getting burned on both sides at the front, but it doesn't stop our boy Theseus. He is just steamrolling over the top down to this choke point here. And look at this, so low in the back. Their tanks are getting melted on the red team. Theseus not giving up any pressure here. The permafrost turn onto the choke point. He's very low HP. He does get armor pierce. He's going to survive just for now. Defensive Locust does connect onto the front line, and it's a deadly back and forth fight here on the choke point.
Did you see how close the useless one was there? Oh my god.
Yes.
But look again, no defensives. That Avalonian Hammer is just grabbing, pulling, and nobody is throwing down defensives when they see it. You have to hit that. As soon as you see that guy clumping people up, you have to get your defensive bonuses up. You have to get your shields down. Heels
Timo
down.
getting executed in the back, and Shozen, you're absolutely right. Looks like Theseus looking for a next engagement, pops his assassin hood, trying to bring his cooldowns back into line. Nice little Avalonian hammer engagement. The armor does get pierced here. Looks like the boys in blue are going to be retreating back up. Defensive wind wall there being used. Frontline in a little bit of trouble here. This could be where the red team turns. Offensive locust there being used on to the front line there. Avalonian hammer clump comes in. Finally, we see some engagement
it goes the other
from
way,
the red
finally.
team.
Yeah.
2 kills coming in their way. But look at this. Is this going to be a full 5-cap
Yeah.
rotation?
This is
It
brutal.
is.
This is over. Like, how do you come back?
We've
just
seen
checking
it
out the
before,
caps.
Shozen. We're not speaking too
Okay,
soon.
one
on
cap
this.
is starting to go, but it's way too late. 75 to 193 before the first cap changes hands. And it's a rat cap of all things. Back at their at the blue base, not going to be up for a long time. They shouldn't count on that one for rotation. This is not the way you do the cap game. If you are raid / TikTok / squad, ooh.
Things aren't looking good. I mean, as the points rotated over, we had that quadra kill. Here comes the Avalonian hammer engagement. Perfect combination with the DPS. Once again, this One Punch Man team have their skills coordinated so well. It is unbelievable at the moment. These guys are playing like gods, and this red team just can't find any rhythm at the moment. Point caps are still all in their favor for the blue team. Another Avalonian hammer comes out. Very close to getting those executes out, but the red team are
Useless
just
one's
applying
going to
that
go
pressure.
here. Is he going to survive this? I don't think so. Not this time. And that was another brutal engagement by the blue team. They're just winning these engagements time and time again. Their coordination on the DPS is fantastic. They're dropping their defensives down almost every time on perfect precision points. This is how you do it. This is a lesson in how to 20v20.
Yeah, perfect Judy boots in, massive club, massive Avalonian hammer engagement.
Mojo,
Armor Pierce landing as well, offensive being used there. But look at the Camland return engagement. Where is the DPS for the red team? It is just not
Where's
there
the
at the moment.
for the red team? They need to
25
defend.
seconds.
They need to defend against these clumps and get their defensives and their heels down on the spot where that Avalonian hammer is grabbing and pulling people too, so they don't lose 2 or 3 people every single engagement, losing their ability to do offensive counter engagements. They're just getting beat on the go.
Yep,
beat on the rip.
Look at the point rotation. Another 40 points going to be knocked off the red team here, bringing it down to 190 to 27. This is going to be the final rotation unless the red team can go. They just need to post something out the bag. But like now, they're just holding this choke point.
They're just getting outclassed. Look at that.
Goodbye. Good night. The red team just getting annihilated every single engagement with the Avalonian hammer. You can read it when it comes in. Theseus is popping his Judy boots. Surely you can read that. Get some defensives down, like you said before, Shozen. But these boys are just letting it come in. Look at this.
Again,
nothing.
Third
Armor
time in a
Pierce
row. Who's going to die on this one?
Look how slow that defensive locust was there for the red team. It was way too late, and this is going to be it. This One Punch Man team just playing like gods at the moment. What a absolutely banger of a 5v5 or a level 5.
Yeah, it's a level 5 20v20. This is the highest rank match we've had for 20v20 so far. These guys have all played dozens of 20v20s. They should know what to do, but the defensives of the red team are really killing them here. Every single time Theus goes in, he gets a group of 3 to 5, and then the offensive purge on top of that just wrecks them, and there's just nothing left. Theus just let 3 people live because he chased that guy. I mean, that's the only mistake he's made in this match so far.
Yep. And 30 seconds remaining until the points tick over, and it's going to be GG here. Looks like the One Punch Man group, they can get a couple more farm kills in. Why not? Look at that clump just lined up there. Armor Pierce comes in. Judy boots. Avalonian hammer connects. Offensive locust there being used. No follow-up damage though, unfortunately. Finally, it looked like the red team was able to secure some defensives down for the first time of this match. Gwest goes down. That's Crean feeding more sets right there. Another kill comes in, and it's just free 8.2, 8.3 sets for the boys in One Punch Man.
At the end.
and it was
Oh my
33
God.
kills to 7 deaths for the boys in One Punch Man.
Usually what we would do is at the end of the first match, we would go immediately to the other live match that's currently going. But Robin, you are recording this currently,
I am,
right?
and
Okay.
it's still ongoing.
And it's a decent match. So I want to give you guys that match in its entirety. So we're going to do some more other stuff while we're here. Why don't we look at the stats from this real quick and just talk about some of the failures. Hey, remember you said less than 10, Bogul? It would have to be a stomp. That's what I said. So 7 deaths for the blue team versus 33 for the red. Let's look at the damage done. 114. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Do you see the IP difference though? It's almost 150.
Why?
Well,
why can't these guys bring proper gear?
Confidence? I don't know.
Wes, what is wrong? Mojo, do you not have any money left over?
I mean, look at Mojo. He was in 6'2" Judicator armor and Judy boots. And then you look at, for example, L5T on One Punch Man side. He's in 7'3" outstanding Judicator armor. Like, the step up here, One Punch Man clearly funding their team here, and it's paid off a lot.
Well, yeah, it's that's 2 levels.
Yeah. A lot.
Oh my God, that's terrible. That's a failure on multiple levels, right? 100%. To like not know what the IP that you need for your match. That's like a basic thing on a level 20v20 on a city fight, especially for a group led by members of Blue Army and Black Order. You would think they would understand this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, One Punch Man just went as high as possible almost, right?
Right. And that's what you do. Am I wrong? This is the second highest level, right?
I guess.
Righty. Here we go. I believe they are up against the Elevate team. I'm pretty sure. About Feeder choosing to ride his ox today.
So that would be the A team for Elevate, right? I mean, we always get called for calling the wrong team the Elevate A team, but I mean the one that did show up for the level 5s, we can call them the Elevate A team. Sun has been very, very impressive as of late, except for when we saw them against One Punch Man the other day. Other than that match, they've been really good. And we all know how good Elevate is. Their A team, they were called Six City for a reason. They had all the cities in the world of Albion. Nobody could defeat them. And this 20v20 Crystal League is due in large part to their effectiveness as a 20v20 team, and because 20v20s are fun.
Yep, and Sun play very differently. If you notice right off the rip, they chose to send loads of different groups around to capture all the capture points. So the back cap, the southeast, the northwest, and their home cap all got taken, allowing the red team to just come into the middle here. And now we're going to see a battle on this northwest side. Looks like Sun are still split off here. It's not their full force on the northwest side, I believe. G-List in a spot of trouble here. He does look to be battling the back line. It looks like maybe the 5v5 team came in from center, and now it's just punishing the backline to Elevate. Anjex goes down. Nice camland onto the front line of Sun. Armor Pierce does connect. No follow-up damages. The Armor Valor is popped here by G-List, and Sun just walking up onto center platform. Nice failed interrupt there onto Dungeon Realms. Judicator Helm does come out, though, stopping the hills coming out. Looks like Adore Bubble is getting pressured in the backline as well. He's going to be forced to pop some defensives there. He survives. Mosef doesn't know he's going to get executed. And it looks like the boys of Sun off to a very good start here, especially in the PvP side of things here, Shozen.
Yeah, they're doing great in this, like the ZVZ aspect right now. The caps are also in their favor. They have control of those. I mean, we're still very early in this particular rotation, but they won the last one. And this looks like it's definitely in their favor with great clumps, great follow-ups. You can see the difference in the defensives, though, as the Elevate guys are throwing them down on time compared to our last match. You're seeing the defensives up when they need to be, but they are not winning the extended battles.
Nope, and Gila's doing a great job on the one-handed mace. Maybe taking
Oh,
the
no
crown here.
defensives there. Oh boy, chewed up and spit out. Wow.
Yeah, disgusting plays here by Glist. I mean, we talked about oh god, I forgot his name. The king of the one-handed mace.
Exion.
Exion, there we go. Why did that name slip my mind? And it
Because
looks
he's not
like
been around except for on Reddit.
yeah, that's true. It looks like G-List has taken the crown. The one-handed mace plays, we've seen him play before, and he's just been phenomenal. Like shutting down the back line, stopping those heals coming out, stopping the range DPS when he can. I mean, it's overall great plays. I mean, we haven't really seen the frost boots be used before. It seems to be working as a nice pickup, slowing down the movement of the backline along with the melee DPS on the opposing team. And I think it's going to be picked up by a lot of other teams now. It looks like it's going to be a nice engagement. One-handed mace does come in. Defensives are down though. Defensive locust being burned right off the
Nice
rip
clump.
there by Sun.
Yep.
And now here comes the defensive locust by the boys in Elevate. Nice clump onto the front line. G-List and the boys looking to be executed here.
Nicely
Perfect.
done by Elevate
Perfect.
there. Full group wipe there. Going to send almost all of the Sun Boys back to 10. And they were able to get the cap just in time for rotation. And they're going to be ahead in just a moment.
Yeah, it's nice play here. Only a 5-point lead at the moment. Remember, this match does go on for quite a while. It's a nice back and forth match. And the boys and Sun going to be looking to regroup. Maybe they're going to... Looks like they are going to be taking the fight here on the Northwest cap. So no rotation to the Southeast side. Looks like Elevate were expecting maybe a rotation here. They are mounted up, allowing Sun just to walk on through the choke point. That was a little bit of a mistake there by Elevate's team, I believe, as a
Okay.
G-List looking for an engagement. Armor of Valor is popped. Look at those silences coming out onto like a triple backline there. That was a good use of the Armor of Valor by G-List. But Sun's team already forced back into the choke point. Nice drag there by the Camlan away from his Zerg. Rock and Snow, though, in a spot of trouble in the front line.
He's going to get out of
Permafrost
there, I
connecting.
think.
Does get a heal, though. He's going to make it out alive. Zipping and zapping back out. It looks like Elevate just not going too hard on the pressure here, Shozen.
No,
on
they
the
don't
Northwest
want
side.
to get dragged into the choke and get into a counter play here. They were low on cooldowns, and Sun was getting their cooldowns back. You got to make sure you don't overextend when you don't take out the DPS. They took out some tanks, but not the DPS. You don't want to go in there when you can just get slaughtered in that choke like that by just walking through.
Yep, and it's a weird one to see like the Elevates team just open up the choke point here. They're trying to bait those Cloffies in. Sun are playing really, really passive here. All their Cloffies still on the bottom of the staircase here, not overcommitting. And it looks like the boys are looking for an engagement. Finally does connect into the back line. Nice execute there onto the Cloffies in the back. Permafrost connects.
Nothing to kill anybody, but it did slow down everybody in the back line and kind of changed the flow of this fight. I'm kind of worried about Sun now, as I think they're low on cooldowns, and I believe Elevate should have a couple of shots left. They should be able to push, and it looks like they are.
Yeah, they were able to get an execute off. I did see a double kill come in though for Sun. I believe there's a fight happening on the rat cap as well. Looks like G-List very low HP here. The Phoenix rising from the ashes going to be connecting onto him. Luckily for him, no execute was lined up in terms of a Bloodlighter or a Bridal Fury. And it looks like Sun once again back and forth on this Northwest choke. But look at the cap game. I mean, I think they've got a 5v5 team, or they've got a rat just putting in some crazy work, just bouncing around all the caps that he can collect. And it's just putting so much extra pressure on this Elevate team. Nice use of the one-handed mace here, just putting Dexu out of the fight just for a second. Wasted Armor of Valor, though, unfortunately, for G-List. But look at this clump on the choke point. Judicator Helmet does come out, just stunning the boys in red just for a little bit, allowing Sun to push up on the center platform here. And now we're seeing the pressure applied once again onto Elevate's team. Bridal Fury, though, does connect onto the front line.
Wrecks people.
That thing is nasty. Faux stack Bridal Fury, especially at this IP, is just insane. A nice Camline
talk
clump.
about devastating and insane. Look at that clump, cluster, and something else that rhymes with C or starts with C. Something bad.
We're not. Don't say that. And look at this. Sun just applying the pressure right back up onto the northeast side here. Pretty much pushing Elevate into 10. And Gilas playing out of his mind with the one-handed mace. It looks like finally backup has arrived for Elevate coming off their home cap here. And point rotation looks like it's going to be a 3-2 point rotation here for Sun's team. Yes, it is indeed. Bringing the points just that further step ahead for the boys in blue here. And they're keeping Elevate locked in the choke point. They should be falling back here. They are way too overextended. And champion of Belarus about to execute it. He does go down. Just cut his throat there with the bloodletter, I believe. And look at that. Nice stun, not allowing the boys in red to engage on the choke point as Sun retreat all the way back up in the center. Gilas there with the slam coming in, just slowing down the advancing movement here of Elevate's A team. And I mean, Gilas is just, look at this.
Rough.
Just playing so damn well.
Do you think if they had, if Elevate had their one-handed mace Exion, that they'd be in better shape in this match?
I mean, maybe. I mean, they do have champion of Brazil.
Eric Ware, yep. Former 5v5 champion.
Yep, and he knows what he's doing. He isn't new to the scene. Like, the man knows what he's doing, but I mean, Exion, on the other hand, he was just playing like an absolute god when it was
he
the actual
developed a lot
cities.
of the things that we see other people use now with the one-handed mace. He was like the first one to really excel with it and be able to turn a tide of a battle.
Yep, for real. And once again, Gilas applying the pressure. He does get armor pierced there. He does get auto fired. He's going to shut it down himself. Silence pull does come out, allowing the boys to get in there and apply the pressure there with a bloodletter. The Spectre jacket being used. Judicator helm comes out once again. Permafrost connecting. Camlan does connect though onto the front line of Sun's team. Defensive locust there being burned by Elevate's A team as they once again are getting pushed towards this northeast staircase. And that's where we see Sun come in with their clumps. We should see it any second now. I believe G-List is trying to prepare himself. He does get knocked back there by the Robo Purity on Dexu as Dexu's just fire artillerying the hell out of this man. And there it comes, the execute onto the choke point. It's going to be a triple kill onto Elevate's A team. G-List using the frozen boots there, slowing down the retreat. Mosif very low HP. Another massive Camlan comes in.
Good defense.
Armor Pierce comes out. Dexu very low. He's going to get executed as well. Geminex as well. He's about to get executed. He's going to make it out though. And once again, Sun just applying so much pressure. Another double kill comes out. Tamashi's just in the middle of Sun. Like, is this my team or did my boys just get fully wiped? And
they got fully wiped.
It's a fully wiped.
That's wrecked right there. We keep seeing it. Elevate's able to survive the first round of engagements, but Sun isn't getting damaged by the return. They're not falling back after the turn. They're saying, okay, we're just going to absorb it. We're going to get our defensives down, and we're just going to run right through you again after you've used up your defensives. And it's happened 3 times in a row here. We saw it in the center. We saw it in the east. This is some really good play by the guys in Sun. They're really stepping up their game. They've been much better this season in general, but this is some impressive 20v20 gameplay right now.
Yep, and they're applying the pressure when it needs to be. If you notice, they're pushing the opponent's team back to the tent just before the point rotation comes into effect. I mean, they've won 2 point rotations back to back now. And look at this. Once again, the pressure that's getting applied on the backline by G-List with the one-handed mace. I mean, they're already on a double kill onto the red team here. Biggie X and NX are dead on the ground. So once again, Sun just doing work. Permafrost connecting onto the front line. No Bridled Fury follow-up, though. And that's going to be a big Camlan onto Sun. There comes the Judy Boots knock-up. Armor Pierce does connect. Avalonian Hammer engagement comes in, but they're going to make it out alive. The Judicator armors were down on the choke point. Only Champion of Belarus does get executed in that hulling faux engagement there by Elevate's A team. And look at this. Defensive Locust being used. Camlan thrown out, and it just opens up the backline. Bridal Fury does connect. Permafrost as well connecting in the backline. G-List just doing work, trying to find those silences on the healers. Tamashi there being forced to use the Robe of Purity, just knocking away G-List, but it allowed the Sun team to just walk up the staircase, spread out, and these boys are just putting in some insane work onto Elevate's A team at the moment.
Meanwhile, Elevate was able to get the caps. Oh, and then they lost him. Never mind.
Ooh.
Okay.
but it looks like they're coming back on the northwest side. They did get a double kill there, but the Bridal Fury once again allowing the pressure to be applied onto onto Elevate's team here, just forcing them back once again. Look at this pressure. Another execute goes down. Gilas able to just walk up on top of the platform here, looks for another silence pool onto the back end, and Mosif looks like he's about to get executed as well.
And there goes another Mosif.
Oh boy, it's not looking good. I think that's might be his 4th death
And
already
there goes
here.
Biggie. And Aramis. Oh.
It's
Whereas Rockin'
Rockin'
Snow.
Yep.
Is Stupid Beast gonna go too? Oh boy.
I mean, and look at it. It's just in time as well. 40 seconds remaining until the point rotation, but it gives them enough time to break up into middle. Probably going to be able to claim center cap for themselves, keep southeast cap as well, and just keep an eye on where the rotation is going to happen here. It's a perfect play by Sun. Perfectly timed. These boys are doing work.
Mosef says he didn't die 4 times, only 2.
Oh, must be seeing things.
Yeah, he's just correcting things in chat for us. Thanks, Mosef.
Appreciate you. Looks like the point rotation, though. It looked like maybe Sun might lose the southeast here. Looks like they're gonna. Yeah, they do just in time. Looks like the Rat Cap was able to take the home tent as well. So point rotation actually going in favor of Elevate on that rotation. Even though the full wipe came in, they were able to take center cap. They just lost their concentration on their home cap in the southeast, and it looks like his point rotation comes in for Elevate, bringing it down to 99 to 55 in favor of Sun's team, and we still have quite a way to go on this level 5 20 versus 20. Looks like Sun's team once again trapped down on the northwest side here. About Feeder does get executed in the back. Elevate able to fully pressurize his team, but Gilas back up here with the frozen walk of shame, slowing down the advancing forces. Nice clump onto the front line on the choke. Armor Pierce does come out. No follow-up damage, though, by Elevate's A-team. And the boys are just... They're not comboing the damage, it seems, like, for the Elevate team. Like, they're getting some nice clumps. It's just not there. Like, the Armor Pierce lands. There's no follow-up damage. I don't know if it's getting shut down or if the communication just isn't there correctly. But at the moment, it looks like the Sun team, compared to Elevate's team, is just coordinating their DPS so much better at the moment.
Absolutely.
And look at this. Sun's team walking up the choke point. The Bridal Fury probably going to be opening up onto the backline any second now, I believe. But it's like, all I see in damage for Elevate's team at the moment is Dexu with the fire artillery. He's just doing work at the moment. Geminex actually
making it
going to
count.
go down. And Adorable is getting shut down here by G-List. And it looks like the 5v5 teams have met up on the northwest side. It's going to be a bit of a rough and tumble. It's going to be a back and forth. But at the moment, G-List just hunting down bunny teams. Silence Pool does come out, stopping the auto fire coming in. Another execute does come out. NX does get saved, but for how long? He is getting pummeled by the permafrost. He does get saved one more time. Any more DPS on NX and he's going to go down.
Yeah, he's done.
There we go.
Question, do they get through the next rotation?
I don't know. We're 94 to 27, and I think this,
7 kills in a rotation. Right now, Red has rotation on their side.
Yep.
But they're getting pushed back pretty hard. They're going to lose Noob Slayer. They're going to lose Dexter. They're going to lose Bunny Team. Those are 3 big names. You lose those guys, it's not a good sign.
Yep. Morale, you got to think of it. Morale as well. You're getting pummeled this hard in points. You're getting pushed back to 10. The morale just slowly dwindles down in the team, and people start misplaying and start doing the things that they're not meant to do. And that's when you see like team coordination hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
And at the moment, the Sun team, they think they know that they've won. Like they know they've won here. G-List is just spinning. My man's scouting, making sure there's no rat cap coming from the northwest side. As finally his I I think that was his 5v5 team coming in. He's just going to be rotating here on the mount, making sure there's no cap. See, defending his home cap on the rotation. 30 seconds remaining, and it's going to be GG.
And that was pretty brutal right there.
I think the scoreboard's pretty brutal as well.
Ouch.
I love how Robbed is just not giving up here. He's trying to get one of those caps. But it's not going to work. I believe the battle board is quite juicy as well.
And there's Rob, the number 2 all-time kill value player. We just saw him in
There we go.
Here doing well. Congratulations to
look at that.
Wow.
61 kills to 32 deaths for the Sun team.
That's pretty rough right there.
Yep. DPS though,
but that's more along what I expect people to do, not 7.
Yeah. It's quite a disgusting bloodbath for a level 5. Remember, a lot of these teams all rock in full 8.3 gear setups, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. But there's some good prizes on the line. We saw some good prizes go out there. You don't always get the great battle mount. Sometimes you do get the wrong thing. You don't get the beetle. But, they're all still worth something, right? Maybe get an eagle.
A couple mil here or there, and, it is what it is. But you get the season points for your guild.
And you do. The season points are important.
And, I mean, it's quite a close race. Like, apart from Black Order, like, just looking at the season rankings at the moment, Black Order way out ahead. I mean, they're proving to the game that they didn't buy this season. They are putting in effort.
They bought last season. It's pretty much like consensus at this point, whether it's true or not. It's what we all believe anyway. And so that was last season. But this season, it feels like they're really fighting for it and kind of earning it. I got to give them respect this season.
Yep.
Respect.
Constantly out there going for castles and outposts, always having teams doing the world bosses for the season points, mage raiding. They're doing everything they can, along with decent 5v5 teams, and I believe they have a 20 versus 20 team, even though I haven't really been able to spectate them yet. But then again, if you look at the following ranks, 2 up to 5, I mean, that's pretty close. Very close race indeed. And still, even all the way up to between 5 and 10, that's still a close race as well. I mean, there's a lot still to be played for here for Season 11 on Albion Online. 50 days remaining until the end of the season. And we got a lot more 20 versus 20s to cover here, Shozen. And one thing I have left to do is plug our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AlbionTV. The link is in the chat. If you want to check out any of our past shows, it's all up there. The 5v5s, the 20 versus 20s, the ZVZ coverage, and the Invasion Days, along with some interviews as well. But mainly our interviews can be found elsewhere, can't they, Shozen?
Yeah, you can find them on soundcloud.com/AlbionTV or any place you can listen to podcasts by typing in Albion TV into your search bar.
Glorious. Who was our final winner there, Shozen?
It was Bourbon Bandit.
There you go. Just whisper Shozen won in the chat. Tell him anything. Tell him that you love him. And he'll send you some gold codes in the near future.
Yeah, I do enjoy doing that. I enjoy sending out gold codes. It's the best part of my day.
Yep.
Besides waking up.
Best part of my day is listening to you in my ear, Shozen.
Oh, isn't that great? It's the best part of my day, too. I just love listening to myself talk. You guys are just as lucky as I am. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back in just an hour where Robin will get to listen to me chat at him some more. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys soon. We're out.
See ya.